Alright fam, if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Smash that bell, drop a like, and let's get into this because what I'm about to unleash is pure World Series mayhem. The Los Angeles Dodgers, the franchise that's redefined baseball dominance, are down 2-0 in the Fall Classic against the Yankees, and Dave Roberts' post-game 2 presser? It's a ticking time bomb of hints, half-truths, and what feels like a front office conspiracy. Travel sabotage? Player benchings? Kershaw's farewell turning into a ghost story? Fans are erupting, execs are sweating, and I'm here to break it all down step by step with the dirt, the drama, and the dark secrets. You ready? Let's go. Picture this, people, the mighty Los Angeles Dodgers, the team with a payroll that could fund a small country, the squad that's won 7 World Series rings and built a dynasty on stars like Sandy Koufax and Jackie Robinson, are staring into the abyss of a 2-0 World Series deficit. And get this. After getting shellacked 6-3 in Game 2, Dave Roberts, the manager who's been the Dodgers' steady hand through 2 straight NL pennants, drops a presser that's got more subtext than a spy novel. He's talking benching Andy Page's mid-series, travel delays that scream league-wide sabotage, and Clayton Kershaw's potential swan song fading into obscurity. Folks, this isn't just a baseball game. This is a scandal brewing in broad daylight. The Yankees are on the verge of a sweep, and if the Dodgers don't win 3 straight, this series heads back to Toronto, a nightmare scenario that's got fans furious and insiders whispering about betrayal. What if the Dodgers front office, led by the enigmatic Andrew Friedman, is being outmaneuvered by the Yankees' mastermind Brian Cashman? Or worse, what if this is all part of a bigger plan to expose the league's competitive imbalance? Let's break this down because if they don't flip the script, the Dodgers' $300 million empire crumbles, and baseball as we know it changes forever. You feeling the tension? Alright, let's set the stage for the chaos because this 2-0 hole isn't just a setback. It's a crisis that's escalating by the minute. We're fresh off Game 2 where the Yankees pummeled the Dodgers 6-3 at Yankee Stadium, with Garrett Cole and Luis Gil shutting down LA's vaunted offense like it was a minor league squad. Cole, the ace with that 93 mph heater, racked up 7 strikeouts in 7 innings, while Gil's splitter had Dodgers hitters swinging at air. Roberts is out there saying, "We're trying to win tomorrow," like it's a casual Tuesday, but come on, this is the World Series. The stakes? Astronomical. The Dodgers need to win 3 games in a row to avoid that dreaded return to Canada, where the series started with Toronto's Game 1 win. But here's the kicker. Roberts admits the offense has been missing pitches, with only 2 homers in the last game. Against pitchers who have really good command, and plus secondary pitches. Fans are outraged. Social media is blowing up with memes of Dodgers stars looking lost at the plate. Media outlets like ESPN are calling it a mysterious slump, and insiders are speculating. Is it the jet lag from international travel? The pressure of the stage? Or something more sinister like the Yankees leaking scouting reports? Roberts even jokes about his delayed flight. International stuff was a bear. But people, does that sound like coincidence? The tension's building, and I'm telling you, if the Dodgers don't execute sound baseball as Roberts puts it, this series is over before it even gets back to LA. Why the sudden vulnerability? Is the Dodgers' high-octane style cracking under pressure? Let's dig deeper because this setup is screaming for a conspiracy. To understand the madness, we gotta zoom in on the players and teams, because this clash has layers of history and ego. The Dodgers? They're the modern blueprint for success. A franchise that spent over $1 billion in the last decade on free agents, building a roster that's a who's who of baseball royalty. Mookie Betts, the 2018 MVP with his .307 batting average and Gold Glove defense this postseason. Freddie Freeman, the face of the franchise, hitting .320 with power surges. Shohei Ohtani, the two-way phenom who's even in a slump, still posting a .275 BA and 10 homers in the playoffs. But right now they're ghosts, outscored 11-4 in the first 2 games. Dave Roberts, the manager since 2016, is the architect of their recent rise, pulling off that miraculous 3-0 comeback in the 2018 World Series against the Red Sox. He's the guy who trusts his gut, but now he's juggling a powder keg. On the Yankees side? They're the evil empire reborn, 27 World Series wins, reloaded under Cashman with Aaron Judge, the 62-homer beast, Garrett Cole, the $324 million arm, and a rotation that's deeper than the Grand Canyon. They've won 99 games this season, the most in baseball, and their playoff run has been ruthless. Roberts even tips his hat to Max Scherzer, the 39-year-old veteran starting Game 3. Scherzer's a legend, 3 Cy Youngs, 200-plus strikeouts in his prime, but age is a factor. Roberts recalls facing him in 2019, where Scherzer posted a 2.92 ERA in the playoffs. He's still a great competitor, Roberts says, but with stuff down in his last outing. And Tyler Glasnow? The Dodgers Game 3 hope, a 6 feet 8 inches flamethrower with a 95-plus mph fastball and a slider that's unhittable. Drafted by the Pirates, traded to Tampa, then to LA for $136 million, he struck out 222 last season. But can he handle the spotlight? Roberts is counting on it. Then there's Andy Pages, the 24-year-old rookie in center field, a toolsy prospect with 80-grade speed, drafted in 2020, who's made highlight reel catches but hit just .220 in the playoffs. Roberts is considering a change, and fans are furious. Is this loyalty or desperation? And Clayton Kershaw? The 36-year-old icon, 3-time Cy Young, retiring after this. Roberts praises his class in handling the last month, shifting to the pen after Ohtani's move. He wants to do anything to help, Roberts says, and he'd love to get him in if the situation is right. This background is gold, egos clashing, legacies on the line, and a manager navigating it all. But what if Roberts is being forced into decisions by a front office that's panicking? Now, let's crank up the conspiracy meter because this feels too orchestrated to be random. Dave Roberts' travel woes? Delays? International stuff was a bear. Sounds innocent, but what if it's sabotage? Rival teams like the Yankees or even the Astros, remember their sign-stealing scandal? Leaking flight info to disrupt the Dodgers' rhythm. Roberts says, "We made it, but barely." And benching Pages? That's not just lineup tinkering, it's a signal of front office chaos. Andrew Friedman, the Dodgers GM, built this team on analytics and big spends, but what if he's being outplayed? The Yankees' Cashman is a chess master. He traded for Judge, signed Cole, and now they're dominating. Is this a league-wide plot to keep the AL East on top? Roberts talks about pitchers wanting to stay in games but pulling them anyway. 99% of the time, I've already made my decision. What if the Dodgers are being manipulated into short outings to expose their bullpen? Scherzer's shorter leash, is that age or a directive from above? And Kershaw's role? Handled with grace, but is the front office using him as a pawn to distract from bigger issues? Fans are whispering, is Friedman leaking to the media? Or is this the Astros' revenge for 2017? People are furious, and I'm telling you, this 2-0 deficit reeks of strategic manipulation. What secrets are buried in those presser pauses? Is Roberts holding back to protect the team, or is he part of the cover-up? Let's connect the dots, the travel delay, the lineup shakeup, the pen reliance, it's all pointing to a bigger plan. What do you think, fam? Conspiracy or coincidence? Drop it below. To see the patterns, let's compare this meltdown to baseball history because nothing happens in a vacuum. Remember the 2018 World Series? Dodgers down 3-0 to the Red Sox. Roberts orchestrates the greatest comeback ever with stars like Cody Bellinger and Chris Taylor. But that was against a flawed Boston team. Here, the Yankees are stacked like the 1998 Yankees who swept the Padres for their 24th ring. The Dodgers' offense slump? Echoes the 2020 Astros in the ALCS, dominant pitching shutting down hitters, leading to a collapse. Roberts says they've faced two guys with plus secondary pitches, but is that an excuse? Compare signings. Dodgers shelled out $700 million for Ohtani, but he's limited. Yankees got Cole for $324 million and he's been lights out. Team behaviors? Yankees thrive on deep rotations like the Braves in the 90s. Dodgers rely on aces like Glasnow and Yoshinobu Yamamoto, but fatigue shows. League patterns? The AL East always dominates, Yankees, Red Sox, Orioles. If Dodgers lose, it's like the Cubs' 2016 heartbreak, hype, then disaster. Kershaw's situation? Like Pedro Martinez retiring in 2004 after a bitter end. Fans are comparing this to the Mets' 1986 collapse, talent, but no execution. Is the Dodgers front office repeating mistakes, like overpaying for depth that crumbles under pressure? These parallels scream imbalance. What if MLB's rules favor the rich? Diving into the roster, this is where the Dodgers' cracks widen. Offensively, they're missing slug, per Roberts, only 2 homers yesterday. Their lineup's elite, Betts, .307 postseason BA, Freeman, power, Ohtani versatility. But they've missed pitches against Cole's fastball and Gill's splitter. Coming home to Dodger Stadium should help. That park boosts homers by 20% historically with its short porch. But defensively? Pages in center is a problem, plus defender, plus 15 DRS. but his bat's silent, .220 playoffs. Roberts is eyeing other options like Kike Hernandez veteran spark, or Enrique Hernandez utility. Salary dynamics? Dodgers have $50 million in cap space, committed to stars like Betts, $27 million, and Ohtani, $70 million. Bullpen? Critical as Roberts says, guys like Blake Trinan, 4.50 playoff ERA, and Evan Phillips are taxed. He loves old-school complete games, but modern starters can't go deep. Yamamoto and Glasnow need to log innings to spare the pen. Kershaw's been additive, boosting morale with talks to Josh Bard. Development concerns? Pages is the future but struggling. Ohtani's shift to pen exposed vulnerabilities. Roster fit? Dodgers need offense to ignite, pen to hold, and maybe a shakeup to shock the team. If they burn the bullpen, it's curtains. Projections show a 60% chance of sweep without changes. Scouting time? Let's dissect the stars with laser focus. Max Scherzer, Yankees 39 but elite. Strengths: 93 to 95 miles per hour fastball, top 5% spin, devastating changeup, 25% whiff. Mental toughness, studies hitters relentlessly. Weaknesses: age, velocity dipped to 91 in Seattle, limited to 166 innings, ERA 3.77. Projections: 6 to 7 innings, 7 to 8 Ks, but Dodgers could exploit if off. Tyler Glasnow, Dodgers 6 feet 8 inches beast. Strengths: 95 plus mph heater, top 10% velo, wipeout slider 40% CSW, high spin 800 plus RPM. Weaknesses: command 3.2 BB/9, durability. Projections: 7 plus innings, keep Yankees OBP under .300, playoff ERA 2.70. Offense: Dodgers team OBP .320, it needs .350 plus. Pages: plus defender 80 speed but .220 BA. Projection: bench for spark, boost to .250 plus. Kershaw, 88 to 92 fastball, filthy curve. If in 1 to 2 innings of dominance. Yankees Judge, 62 homers, .320 BA, threat to explode. This scouting is key, matchups matter. The reaction: explosive. Dodgers fans are raging on Twitter. Bench pages now. Roberts is clueless. Yankees fans gloat, sweep incoming. Media frenzy. ESPN's Pedro Martinez calls it a crisis. MLB Network's Brian Kenny speculates front office turmoil. Executives? Phillies Middleton smirks, Astros Crane laughs. Rival teams? Padres gain NL West edge. What? Dodgers loss imbalances the league, tankers like Pirates benefit. Fans furious, loyalty over wins. This is league-wide shock. What if it's rigged? Zoom out, this reshapes baseball. Dodgers lose? Yankees dynasty, 28 rings. Free agency, Burns to LA? Competitive balance, MLB's luxury tax favors halves. Season's fate, Dodgers 100-win pace ends. Conspiracy? Exposes favoritism, demands changes. The league's soul is at stake. So there you have it, fam. The Dodgers are in the fight of their lives, down 2-0 with conspiracy swirling and chaos erupting. Will Roberts bench pages? Spark the offense? Get Kershaw his moment? Or is this the dynasty's end? The big question, betrayal or bounce back? What do you think? Drop theories in comments, front office sabotage, or Dodgers win it all? Smash like, subscribe for breakdowns, bell for alerts. Game 3 tomorrow, stay locked.